It is my singular privilege to extend a warm welcome to all of you to this small but historic celebration of Silver Jubilee of the first and only Garo daily, Salantini Janera. Let me thank the people of Garo Hills for their unwavering support to Salantini Janera. Over the last 25 years, we have tried to provide a public platform to the people for ventilating their aspirations and grievances. This is a work in progress. I am more than confident when we celebrate the next Jubilee, this newspaper will achieve a lot more as the pulse of Garo Hills. With these few words, I welcome all of you once again. Thank you. Mithila, long live Salantini Janera. Thank you.
It's a historic occasion. For me, two reasons. Salantini Janera, the first Garo newspaper to complete 25 years. That's a real historic event. It has never happened in the past. Many people have tried to bring out a newspaper in mother tongue, in Garo language, but they didn't make much headway because of various things. I don't want to go into that. But the fact remains, and it's a historical fact, this is the first newspaper to have sustained itself for 25 long years. So that's a big takeaway for me. And the second historic part, I can see that I have been part of Meghalaya before it was created. I have seen Garo Hills. I have seen whole Meghalaya. I am seeing for the first time 3 top leaders on the same platform. This is something that doesn't happen everywhere, every day. Let's put our hands together for this great leader. So I'm so happy that Janera, as a truly independent newspaper, not a biased one. No newspaper can be biased for one way or the other. I want to go back to the time when Janera was first conceived. It was in the early 90s. The idea came from late Mr. Sanjay Sharma. Many of you will remember Sanjay Sharma was part of Tura. His wife, Dr. Janu, is here. Can you please stand up? Let people acknowledge you. Dr. Janu. Yeah. It was Sanjay Sharma who said, let's have a Garo newspaper. So I came down from Shillong to Tura to discuss the idea. And then we said, let's meet somebody who can give us the thrust. So who else we can go to? We went to Dr. Lindrit D. Shira, Tura Government College. I met him for the first time, I remember. And he said, yes, I think we can do it. We need to do it. Our people, our Garo people must get a voice. If you see the Janera, you see that line given, Darando Anku Tankosan, that is given by Dr. Lindrit Shira. I said, I don't follow. What do you mean by this? Can you explain? And then he explained to me. He said, every bird has its own sweet chirps. So we must have our own way of speaking. Our voice must be heard. That is the spirit of Janera. Nothing else. Nothing else, I can tell you, because the Garos needed a voice that could reach Shillong and outside, and you could communicate among yourselves. When we started first, it was a weekly paper. And I remember I couldn't come many years because I was tied down in Shillong. One day, late P.S. Sangma told me that I didn't know your Janera is so popular. I said, is it? I don't know also. He said, yes. Whenever I go to any village, I see people sitting under a tree reading Janera. I see in a tea stall people reading Janera. It has become a real link between the community. So I was very happy that it was serving some purpose.
Let's give a big hands to them. Inform the delegation from Dalu Bengali Secondary School. By some mistakes, your plaque has not arrived from Delhi. They are also catering to the Gorkha population of Tura for such a long, long time. (1899). They have already celebrated their centenary in the year 1999 with a single teacher starting enrollment of pupils for class 1 to class 3. After Tura Hindi High School will be Tura Town High School, Tura Hindi Higher Secondary School. Now it's a higher secondary school. It was established in the year 1969. Next will be Tura Town Bengali Higher Secondary School was established in the year 1912. So it has reached up to higher secondary school now. Yes. Next will be Jawaharlal Nehru High School. St. Thomas. Next will be St. Thomas High School. And after St. Thomas High School will be Don Bosco College. St. Thomas High School, Mendi Patthar. One of the most premier and prominent schools of North Garo Hills. 1987 by the Society of Don Bosco. And we all know Don Bosco College is the backbone of our college education now. It has earned many, many names and fames they have achieved in various fields. Next will be Tura Government College. College was established on 9 September 1958. And it has come a long way to attain even the NAASC B positive grade. After Tura Government College, it will be the Durama College. Also come a long way in imparting the education in Tura. Next will be Sherwood Secondary School. Sherwood School, Tura, Meghalaya has established itself as a premier educational institution over the past 40 years. Founded by Mr. Tyrone D. Bruce and Mr. Bruce Bedo, the school has a rich legacy of promoting academic excellence, extracurricular development and character building. May I request Sir Salige Sangma to come forward? Tikrikila Higher Secondary School. It was established in the year 1961. It's also imparting education for such a long time to that region of our westernmost part of Garo Hills. Next will be Mahendraganj Deficit Secondary School. Its establishment in the year 1949, just after 2 years of our independence. And the last one, but not the least, is Rajabala Higher Secondary School. Thank you, sir.
anga dengthang mansa dalo ya Janera ko metel na kataska main human ya Janera one of the pioneer ne bagan ge donga chuma chuma achak sungbat donga gapan achak sungbat rang donga. But the fact is that bilsi khulgrit bonga consistency wani areko rakiani de it's a training. So niguman dengthang mansa my heartfelt thank goes to editor ini journalist rang or office staff rang na dengthang mansa mathela kaska dalo nasimangni krengani asel nasimangni kubungani asel aro nasimangni up to date ongen ma manderan inform kana manani gumen dalo ya Janera anseng garul so noksek nokpak aro garul sa nomai garul ni beyond garul ni je biaprong achkrang nonging achem yarang hu na gata mane mangna manderang namen kusyo anseng ni abrisan nomaiza anseng ni akhawisan nomaiza anseng ni burungsan nomaiza anseng ni sakanti songadam nokandam ni manderang ubina gata mana acek chonbe ke bajat antang ni kusukci dalo Janera ko nakna manenga kusukci acek kusukci sena kata manenga acek kusukci horai kata manenga loken nama atsenga ta siakan menta information sa noiza anseni chadam berang bisarang ba yeno story rang ko gemak tak ba anseni ku aganani ko iko agan thalat na kata mana loken ni thona den solo antani kusuk tangchi kusuk tang ko agana uni ni thoni gun gemakan nambata subata jensalowa linguistic ko add kana nango anga information ko bataha wo art in culture of jamena linguistic bisong ni theme chamata unun kato nama isa duko 22 languages has already been included, whereas nearly 30 plus ni kata uno enlist kagaban doa already in the pipeline. Atin Meghalaya ni North East ni nagmakan mangpreta kasi ba doa hindi mo garo doon sa list ko atin kata provide kagaban chung jama may mo amane sandia to baka criteria ko atin ba fulfill ka kuja una sangara san ansni asak literature society ni mandera ma discuss kana nangen ne mana mijal ko matemna I had a discussion with them.
At the very outset, let me congratulate Salantini Janera for this historic milestone. 25 years of enlightening the people, despite challenges, difficulties, hurdles, obstacles. Salantini Janera have come a long way. It is only appropriate for me to keep on record my deep sense of appreciation for all those contributions made by the citizens of the state of Meghalaya, particularly our distinguished citizens of Garo Hills. I think it is only appropriate to remember Jeldabha, then Ridishira, and also the person who was behind driving this Salantini Janera, our late Mr. Sharma, Dr. Janu's other half one, and all other team. I should personally thank Mr. Manasji and the family for looking at this space and do justice to the role of the forecaster in the state of Meghalaya, to give light, to ensure that there is light and no darkness. For it is written, God said, let there be light, and there was light. So there has to be light which dispels the darkness. And we being in this diverse nation where we take pride in being members of this largest democracy in the world, the role of the fourth estate cannot be undermined. I must congratulate all the members of the fourth estate in the state of Meghalaya. I am being very specific to the members of the press fraternity in respect of the state of Meghalaya. Because despite what we see elsewhere, media in Meghalaya, the distinguished members of the press fraternity has been able to withstand various pulls and pushes in the whole dynamics of socio-political environment in the country. Here, in as far as the people of Garo Hills is concerned, though we may have the privilege of having access to many other print medias, but Salantini Janera is the only print media that enables our people to be able to know as to what is happening across the state, across this nation, across the globe. And that is the reason why today we are all here. The moment Manasji told me about this program, I was so pleased, happy that Salantini Janera has achieved this great milestone of being able to celebrate the Silver Jubilee. I remember when I was reading Janera, it was weekly. And it was an opportune moment for me also to read news in my own language. We all wanted that this Janera, which was earlier not Salantini, not daily, should become Salantini Janera, or otherwise daily Janera, which will be available on a daily basis.
I want to tell the team of Salantini Janera that 25 years is a long time. People will not understand the challenges you have gone through. And I won't be surprised if Manasda tells me that that somewhere along the way, the thought came to him that he may just close it. I'm sure it must have crossed his mind many, many times. Consistency and facing challenges and yet continuing with what you believe is what you should be doing is right, is really what makes the difference for a successful organization versus those who give up halfway. To Mr. Manas Chaudhary and to Madam Shobha Chaudhary, my sincere congratulations for a very, very exciting, I'm sure, journey you had in the last 25 years, and seeing the ups and downs of making this newspaper what it is today. Having said that, news, media, information, messaging, in today's world, the lines are somehow disappearing. A message also today is a news. In WhatsApp, you'll receive a message. Oh, this has happened. And suddenly that becomes the news because you forward that to 100 people. Suddenly somebody puts up a video of something that's happening without seeing what happened before or what happened after, and just that particular piece. And we don't even know in today's world with AI that anything can be manipulated. And I think this is really what the challenge today is. So I would like to say a few things. That it is very crucial for media houses to be able to establish that difference between what is a message, what is an information, what is a small video, and what is actually the news. I know it's not easy. I know it's much easier said than done. But this is the challenge that today news media houses are facing. There's a challenge to also authenticate. Today, any individual person with a mobile phone can become a so-called journalist. You just start putting up your own YouTube channel and it becomes, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not. Everybody has the freedom to do that. It is only fair in a democracy. But what I'm trying to say is that there should be a differentiation between what you think or I think as an individual and what I put up on my social media and my YouTube channel versus what really is the news. What are the facts? And I think this is what really the challenge today is. Now, having said that, my personal opinion in this whole thing is that at the end of the day, what really matters is the trust and the brand. And the reason I'm telling you all this, I'll conclude with that, is that today, what you have been able to build for the last 25 years is that trust, is that brand. That knowing that when Salantini Janera is putting up a news, it is a news. It is not some kind of opinion or some kind of personal upload that I'm doing, which again, as I said, is fine because that's how social media, that's how technology, that's how AI is moving forward. And if not anything, I know the challenges you face even today. Honorable Leader of Opposition was mentioning that the readership for print media is going down. It's a fact, it's a global fact. You'll have a decent audience who will always want to read papers. But today's younger generation is very much into mobiles and they want to quickly get the data. And therefore the desire to read papers is not at the level where it used to be. And therefore these challenges are there. But I'm so happy to see that you have held on to this brand, to this trust that people have on the newspaper. You have committed yourself to it. You have fought through the challenges. And today, as I said, you've completed 25 years.
This is what you want.